coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Going to the ground. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Edwards. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
With the draw, it's Edwards. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Texas A&M going up tempo. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
He decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's more to throw. Oh, they're after him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
Woo. Deep breath, big sigh of relief. He's able to recover it. You know, you put that thing on the deck, you start to panic, but great job getting back to the fumble, recovering his own fumble. Otherwise, whew, that could have been bad.
Quarterback making checks. In the gun on third down, Moore. He unleashes a long one. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here's Reed to throw. He lets one fly deep. Upstairs, he's got it. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running inside, it's Owens. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Aggies in the hurry-up. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The run inside. It's Moore. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. From the gun to give, looking for room. Maybe some room here. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Keeps looking downfield. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They're dealing with a second and long. Dante Moore. Going to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
And you don't want to start this game with two straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Moore from the gun on third down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Ducks!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Throwing Reed. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. Turning it on. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
To throw, it's Reed. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Breaks the tackle. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I think showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing more. Got a man, it's Hooks. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Moore will throw. Rushes on him. He makes the catch. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Ducks will hustle to the line. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
Yeah, so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but quarterback run and then run up the middle and then play action pass. They keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. catch in the middle. It's hooked. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Just keep slinging it. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Running inside. It's Moore. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Here's Moore to throw. Under fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 30, at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you.
And down he goes. He had a lot of time to do something and ends up taking the sack.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
He wants to change this route. Dante Moore. He's going to take a shot. Snags it down the right side. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Moore to the air. Here comes the heat. Breaks loose. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Throwing Moore. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Knocked off his feet.
Yeah, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Pressure coming. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Moore from the gun on third down. They're working that left side. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He might want another play. Moore to the air again. Bringing the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Right on target this time. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Now they'll run it to the right here. There he goes. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front seven are flying around getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Reed. Pocket breaking down. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Moore. Makes the grab on the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout. 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. Smashes it between the uprights. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the number 15 team, the Maryland Terrapins. And it's the Flames with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Making side adjustments here. Here's Moore to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Moore will throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Ducks! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And I don't think you can out-throw this guy. I mean, just throw it as deep as you possibly can. Palmer, I don't think he had the arm for this guy because that dude can fly. Just throw it up down the field like he does right there, and he just goes and gets it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just don't have to overthink it, right, David? Just let your fastest guy run in a straight line, run by everybody, and make a big play down the field. That was just an easy fly route for the fastest player on the field, and, man, he makes the defense pay.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. He'll pull it down and run. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Reed quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Now here's Reed. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. Breaks into the open. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Might as well stick with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Aggies! For some guys, that play would be tough. It might be complicated. It might be impossible. For these guys, just another day of playing catch.
Find that guy, right? If something goes wrong, if I get confused, if I don't know where to go, my guy out there, that dude's really, really good. So if he's running a fade, whatever he's running, I'm going to throw him the football. If I don't have a clue what I'm doing, that guy's getting it.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Moore. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense in a bunch formation. Here's Reed to throw. Finds a tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Motion from the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Edwards. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
From the gun on third down, Reed. Right on the money. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
A&M comes back out with another first down. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Throwing, Reed. Got the back over the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Reed, under fire, and he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
And guys, they've come through on the first two third down tries. This one might be a little tougher. To the air, it's Reed. There's the pressure, and down he goes.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. to throw for it on fourth. And he's sacked. A big play on
idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Dante Moore. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Looking long. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Reed, stepping to the right. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, everything's four-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Reed. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Quickly to the tight end.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Reed to the air again. Fires to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have two more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And the Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's Reed to throw. Complete. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw it to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, they're after him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. The Aggies get it right back.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football. They're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Give to the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? They'll try to bully their way for the first. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on fourth down.
Return.
Fourth down, more. Rushes on him. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
They're setting up the screen. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Now here's Reed. Hit as he throws. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, no mystery here. Third in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. In the gun, third down, Reed. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Oh, maybe a double pass. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream.